Hi, this is Mark Meckler for craftingastrategy.com, and this is a strategy short, and this is kind of an interesting little twist on pricing and versus value. It's the idea of offering surplus value to your stakeholders. When you're talking about to your customers, we call it consumer surplus. Let's start with the main idea of consumer surplus in particular. That's when you give value to your customer beyond what the price is. So you need to charge a greater price than your costs, obviously. In most cases, if you don't do that on average, you're out of business. However, you don't always have to charge the absolute most price somebody would pay for it given the value that they're getting, where somebody would say, well, I just barely pay that much price for that value. What you really want to do over the long term, if you want to survive long term, is to provide value that's beyond, greater than the price that they're paying. When somebody leaves your establishment, customer, they should walk out thinking, I got a deal here. I feel good about that purchase. I don't have buyer's remorse that, well, I paid just what I was willing to pay. They should feel like, I paid a little bit less than I was willing to pay. And that's called consumer surplus, something that you give a little extra to the consumer of. And in general, we call that surplus value. Surplus value is something you should almost always strive to offer, not only to your customers by giving them 12 muffins when they pay for 13 muffins when they pay for 12, the baker's dozen, a little something extra, and the customer walks out going, what a deal, I got a little something extra that I didn't have to pay for, or the price was a little less than what I was willing to pay. Frankly, your employees should kind of feel that as well. Give them a little bit of surplus value. They should feel like their job is, what a deal. I got paid this much for my job, and yet I would have taken a little bit less pay because I love it so much around here, or it's such a great place. Why do we do that? Because people, customers stay. Employees stay. They tell others, this is a great place to work. I feel like I'm winning. We both win. That the establishment, they're making the profit that they need to make, and at the same time the customer or the employee, they feel like they're getting a little extra, that this is a good deal for them as well. And we call that a win-win scenario. If you create always a win-lose scenario, or win and I didn't really lose but I didn't really win either, it was just about equal to what the value I got is just about what I got paid for, the value that it's just about what I received in value for the company is about what I paid, people aren't going to be like, I can't wait to go back. What you want is you want people to say, what a deal, that was great. I got a heck of a deal there. I feel like I got a little something for free, or I got a little something extra from that place. They offer me a great value, and I'm going to come back. And I'm going to tell other people about that, and they're going to come to the establishment as well. And your employees are going to tell other folks, like, this is a great place to work. You know why? We get a little something extra here. Every other Friday we get to go home early, and we get paid for it. And that's us offering a surplus value. In any really good business that wants to run for the long term, appropriating every single bit of value that you create to yourself and to the business is a little bit much. We should be figuring out what's a good amount of money of value that we've added to appropriate to us in terms of our profits, and how much of that value to instead share some of that surplus value with our customers, with our employees, or other stakeholders that matter a lot to us. And this is Mark Meckler, and this has been a Strategy Short.